Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is the Scottish Sim Guy, and here we are on Wood End Farm. So this is episode 3, and the last episode we basically baled some grass for the sheep. So basically today we're going to gather up those bales, bring in and stack what we need. Maybe sell the rest. I'm not sure yet, depending on how many bales we've got. Also probably going to kick the ewes out and leave the lambs in there. And then probably going to get some of, or hopefully maybe not just some, but all of that field spread. I'm going to hopefully get some slurry on that field that we've taken the bales from. So that is basically this episode's plan. So I'm hoping that that's the way it goes, but we'll soon find out. But yeah, so we go gather these bales. So basically got this, if you've never seen this, it's the Lizard Pro Baler bale handler. So this automatically will gather 3 bales up. That just makes things a little bit easier. For the guys that don't want to use auto-load trailers and just drive about and collect them, this is a great tool for just, obviously it's not realistic, but driving about, gathering bales and then stacking them on your trailer. So it does kind of make that kind of sense of things a little bit more realistic, but still getting things done a little bit quicker. I do like to use it. It is a great mod. So yeah, we'll get all these bales gathered up and get them stacked on the trailer, and just it does make life a little bit easier. So we'll get them all done. So a few bales off this field, probably more than what I was actually expecting considering the size of the field. So I don't think we'll need all these grass bales in all honesty, but maybe I'm just better hanging on to them just in case. I'm not entirely sure how it will go with the sheep in the fenceless pastures and how much of the grass that they actually eat in the field. And then obviously you need to try and give it a rest, so at the end I make another field of pasture, or just keep feeding them grass bales so that they've got stuff to eat. Now obviously ideally in real life, sheep out of grass, you're never really going to have to feed them too much food. And you're not going to feed them grass, and you're not going to feed them grass in a shed either, but you would usually use hay or some haylage or something like that. But this is what the game says that they need to be fed, so we'll gather up all these bales and then just see how many I've actually got. Probably will just hold on to them just in case, and then if I don't need them when I've got excess, then I can sell those ones. And probably think it will be a part of how we make money is selling silage and selling bales, because I'm probably going to end up with way more than what I actually need, and once I've filled that pit, that's going to feed the cows. So depending on how many cuts we can get in a year, then it might be the answer as well as doing contracts to try and make some money, as we actually try and sell some bales as well. So yeah, this mod is a great mod, so it's just for those that want to try and play a little bit more realistically, but try to do this in game and put one on top of the other, and then it'll take 3-4 times as long than just doing this. So this is just makes it a little bit easier for us. So, but I hope you have enjoyed the series so far, guys. As obviously I'm new to kind of, obviously not new to making videos and that, but that kind of this style of basically talking through them and that is something obviously I've said to you before, I don't really do a lot. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. So the plan is to try and make as many episodes as I can. Next month, May the cattle are probably going to go out into the pastures as well, so then that'll want to try and get a cut of silage in May. We'll probably end up having to sell the silage that's in the silage pit, and then we'll get the silage pit filled, and then that allows us to get any excess slurry and dung out. I want to try and keep some dung for the arable fields to get put on, or some slurry. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do it. Realistically, maybe depending on area of the UK that you live in, you'd plough those fields. The way that I think precision farming works, you don't need to plough all the time, or you didn't need to plough all the time anyway. You know, it's once every 3 years or something, but without precision farming. But it's like no cultivations basically, so either just direct drill. So with direct drilling, you know, obviously in the game you can put dung on it, but it's not the way we used to do it in real life. If we're direct drilling, we'd spread digestate or slurry on it. If we were ploughing, we'd put dung on it. But yeah, the only reason I say is I'm using precision farming is for the tram lines, but if the tram lines are obviously not going to work, then I might just end up switching precision farming off and then just end up updating the seeder that we've got to be able to put tram lines in the ground ourselves, to kind of be a bit realistic that way with tram lines. But, yeah, there's a there we go, that's better. I was wondering why it wasn't dropping the bale there, but I'd obviously put it to go to the telehandler and it was opening the window rather than letting go of the bales. So that's why it was. And I was like, why is this not dropping the bales? It's always the same. And if I was recording that out with this, I would have kind of stopped that and I would have edited it and going, what's going on? But yeah, just doing it like this, I'll just keep going. Make a mistake, it doesn't matter. I'm just here to have a bit of fun. So there we go. But just to mention to you as well, guys, I have started a Discord channel. It should be live maybe by now. I've not, obviously I'm new to Discord. I've never really been on it or done anything with Discord, and as I said, I've said before, I only kind of basically came onto Discord because I to join Midlife Simster's Discord channel, and then decided I'd do my own. Obviously mine's is not as advanced as his. It's just somewhere for us to chat, and if you want to ask questions and such, and for another place for me to share my content. If anybody is good at building Discord channels and wants to help me improve it and make it better, then obviously join the Discord channel and hit me up in a message or something. But yeah, the link will be in the description to this video, and it's also on my bio, so if you do want to join. There's also now, I'm on Ko-fi if you want to be a member of the channel. So through that, if you end up being a member on Ko-fi, it gives you privileges on here, and it'll give you privileges on the members section of my Discord channel. So I've got a kind of general public area, and I've got a private area for just members to chat and talk. So that's the kind of plan on it. So if you still want to join and help support the channel, even if you don't want to be a member, if you just want to buy me a coffee, more than happy with that. I do like my coffee. So getting there now with getting these bales off, so yeah, definitely quicker doing it this way than anything else. But it's one of these things as well, right? And we've been from the UK, and obviously things are changing in the way that farming is done. But when I used to do stuff like this hay-wise, and we never used to shift them, our bales with a trailer and a load all like this, and what I'd actually do to bring my bales in is a 6-spike. Same we used to bring the grass bales in for them getting wrapped for silage. We'd either have a Volak or a 6-spike, and we would run the bales in then and then get them into the yard and put them off in the yard, and if it was hay bales, they were getting stacked by the loader. If it was silage bales, they'd get wrapped and then stacked, and no doubt there's a 6 spike probably been out on Farming Simulator for years, available on PC, but I'd love to have one on console, just to make it that bit more UK feel. Definitely, you know, bigger farms, this is how they are, shifting bales, and it's how it's done a lot now. But if you're a smaller farm like we were, and how we used to bring stuff in, yeah, 100 horsepower tractor and a 6 spike, bringing 6 bales in at a time. All the other way we used to do it was a twin spike in the back and a 4 spike on the back. So yeah, it's a twin spike in the front and a 4 spike on the back, lifting two higher than the other two, if you've ever seen them. Obviously silage bales, that was only 4 at a time, 2 at the front and 2 at the back, because they're too heavy to get another 2 above the other 2 in the back. But for hay and straw, it was ideal. So I'd love for something like that to come onto Farming Simulator 25, and just, yeah, make a gameplay a bit more realistic for us, I would say, especially as UK one guys. That's, obviously, as I say, the way we used to do it back in the day. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Another 3 on the other side. Will be 30 bales off this, and there's 4 up there, so 31 bales all in all off this field. Not too bad. And then whatever's there, I would have thought that's going to be enough to feed the sheep for a year. So I think what I'll do is I'll just keep all the bales, I'll stack them, and then with that, if I've got too many by the time it comes round to next year, then that's maybe when I'll look at selling some. So we'll get these 3 on the back of this trailer and just move it down into the shed, and we'll take them off. I'll go up and get that single bale, and then we'll get them stacked heavy in the shed, and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. Probably we'll get the ewes back out to the pastures, and then keep the lambs inside, and we'll fatten them up, and then see what we're going to do with them, whether we're going to sell them or keep them for future stock. Not entirely sure. Obviously in this game, the longer you keep them, the more money they're going to make. Realistically, in real life, you're selling those lambs to go for lamb, so with that you're selling them kind of September, October time into November. But at that age in the game, are they going to make enough money? Is it, you need to hang on to them a bit longer? So we'll see. I'm not entirely sure. At the end of the day, it's just a bit of gameplay, it's a bit of fun when I come to it, and yeah, it's making money, but sometimes when it comes to it, I like to play a wee bit more realistically, so it'd just be a case of selling them, and you might not obviously make as much money as what you naturally would. Right, I'm going to set that bale down there, and then I'm going to just drive into this bale spike here, and I'm going to move this forward out of the way. So that will do it there, and then I'm going to get this trailer down, and I'll get the trailer in here and get these bales unloaded. So better get the bales strapped down. Wish I could throw a strap over bales like that as fast as that in real life. Well, the best thing is to do is to reverse this all the way round and down and in there. Nothing like nearly hitting a fence post. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. And then there we go. Straps off, jump in, telehandler it, and then I'm going to get these off and stack, guys, so I'll just jump onto a little time lapse for this and get this done that way, and I'll catch you back in a little second. Right, well, that's a bale stacked. Obviously I didn't expect them to fall off the trailer the way that they did. Right, so I'm going to go stick this trailer back away down there out the way. Before I go and spread slurry on that field there, it'll just take the bales off of. I think I'll get these ewes moved into their pastures and leave the lambs in the sheds, just fatten them up. So I'm just going to stick this trailer down in here. That'll do there. So stick that there. And we'll go grab a quad bike and herdsman stick and get these ewes moved. Just the way I want to do it, rather than putting them all out together, I'll leave the lambs in the shed for a little while and get them fattened up a little bit. Might stick them out in the pasture themselves next month. I'll put all the sheep in one. I'll put the sheep in. I'll split the sheep in out, and then with that, I'll see what we're doing with them. So jump in here. And see if I can, right, so right, so I want them moved to trailer, and I want these guys moved to trailer. Right, so that's what we want, and then I want to leave the lambs in here. Gonna be a lot of lighting in here tonight with all the weaned lambs. Right, shut the gate, and we'll go and stick half of them up in here and the other half back in the other field. So yeah, we'll just put them back where they were before they came in for lambing. Yes, there is an ox to sell now, if I'm not obviously not close enough. Right, that should be close enough now. Right, there we go, that's better. Stick these ones in here. That'll do it. Does make it a hell of a lot handier, you know, definitely without... I never used the Herdsman stick in 22, so you can let us know, hit us up in the comments, but could you use it? So if you had like your chainsaw and torch and all that you could toggle through, could you use it like that? Could you toggle through and the Herdsman stick would be there? If it was, then why isn't it like that on 25? It would just make it a lot easier and a bit more realistic, but I suppose this does work, sticking in front of the quad and then, you know, moving them about as if you were, like, obviously they're not in front of you and you're not kind of herding them, but in a way your sense you're moving them with a quad bike from field to field as if you actually were doing it in real life, just without the kind of visuals, but it would make it a bit easier because picking it up and trying to walk about with it's an absolute nightmare. But I did see it in 22, I just never actually get round to using it. I'm pretty sure I had it downloaded, but I never did get round to using it, as I say. But if you did use it in 22, how was it done? Was it done the same way, or was it done a little bit differently where you could toggle it like you were your flashlight and your chainsaw, etc. Right, so let's get this gate shut. We'll put the squad bike back and we'll go and get some slurry on that field, I think. And that will be another good job done for us in this episode. And then next episode will definitely be in May, and there'll be a bit more to do. So I'll take the 7, 8, 10 here and we'll go and hook on Slurry tanker. I'll use it for the first time. Never ever used this tanker in 22 either. I did see it in 22 and I just always thought it was a little bit small. It's 2,200 gallons. I think it's a Ross Moore tanker from Ireland, so it does fit in well with this map. But the good thing about it, it's like 20 cube or something it holds. It does hold a good amount of slurry, which is fantastic for the size of it. I'm going to fill it up out of here. So get the first load out of here and then I'll start getting it out of the actual cow sheds. But yeah, it's a nice looking trailer, tanker, sorry, and it kind of fits well and looks well on the back of the 7, 8, 10 there. So yeah, we'll use this and I'll go set this up in the GPS and see how we go, spreading it with the GPS. And there we go, 20,000 litres in this. So that's, no, holds a good bit. I mean, there's bigger tankers that seem to hold a little bit less, so yeah, we'll use this tanker. And I've actually just done a build on Lady Hill, which if you're watching the channel, you might have seen already, because it should be out before this episode. So I've kind of used this tanker on it as well. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump into steering assist, and I'm going to get this set up that there's one headland, and I want to try and do it up off of that right hand hedge line that I'm heading up to there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the lock direction. Try and get this to how I want it, and that's not how I want it, so it's 90, looking at 90's across the way. So it's not going to, oh, it's about the best I'm going to get, isn't it? It's like that. I can just get it like that. That's probably the best I'm going to get it, is to, it's not quite straight, but we'll get it. Right, so I just didn't register it. I done that, did it? No, we did not. Right, so okay, right. Let's see how we get on here. So I'd like to do this. This is obviously on the headland just now, but I would have liked to have. Sometimes I think with precision farming, when you're putting slurry on this, it's doesn't make it. You know, you could do the whole field with one tanker, which I don't. You know, just the way it goes, you're not going to spread one tanker over the whole. I mean, that's used 9%. And I know precision farming's like meant to be better for getting all your getting it a bit, you know, using the optimum amount of thick stuff, but I just think you could do half the field here with one tanker, and it's not. Also, the fact is, it's hardly making an impact in the ground, letting you know whether you've spread it on it or not is a big thing. You should be able to see that on the ground. You can see it at distance. No, it's not. That's it now. So you can't really tell what you've covered at all. This is obviously a texture thing for Farming Simulator 25. It's, you know, so you're having to spread it. I mean, you can see the distance there right in the end, where it is, but so it's trying to get the whole field covered and get it covered, you know, perfectly. You know, actually where I've spread should be dark. You should be able to tell you spread slurry on that 100%. I should be able to tell that I've spread slurry, which means you need to go back to your map. You need to bring your map up in the bottom corner and see, just make sure you've got it perfect. Bit of a guessing game, but that's what it is. Spreading away, so get it done and get a load round the end rigs, and that'll be that. So we'll only be a couple of tankers and we'll have this field done, which is going to be a lot, not as many as what I thought it was going to take. Obviously, as I say, precision farming's got, you know, just you see it top left hand corner, it's using what it needs to, so to get the right amount on per field. So yeah, it does look, it's a cracking little setup. So yeah, looks the part, do the job. We're far away from near enough doing the whole field with this. This is the only thing when the GPS clicks onto the end rig rather than where you actually want to go. Double check the map, make sure I'm not missing any bits at all, but yeah, where would you go in real life spreading a 20,000 litre of slurry and it's going to do the whole field for you, you know? I know it's precision farming, but there's something not very precision-y about that, is there? I've just taken a cut of silage off it, grass off it, so I want to spread slurry on it to get grass to grow. Realistically, I'm going to be more than what I'm spreading now, so where's the realism in it? So yeah, this is one of the reasons why precision farming might be getting switched off. Just because it does tram lines isn't enough for me to actually just keep using it, which was the only reason I wanted to use it, because some of the seeders I liked using, you weren't able to use the drive laner, which if you haven't used that yet, it's absolutely brilliant for 25. Absolutely fantastic. So right, I'm going to just jump onto the map here and see this precision farming. Right, so no pH, which would give me, so we want nitrogen. So can't even tell whether I take out the red bits or the bits that I've around the end rig that I haven't got. But if I go to go back to that, go to that. Where's it? So no, if I took it off, that's where it would let you know if it's needing fertilised or not. So yeah, I'm just going to take a run, so you can see a bit there that you can see it in the distance how much you've not done, but up close you can't tell what you've actually spread slurry on or not. So yeah, not very good at all. So it's a guessing game. So, no, we'll just work away. I might end up switching precision farming off just for the fact that I can't really. It's just not realistic enough for me. It's great to try and get 100% yield totals and stuff, but in all honesty, get that anyway. So I'm going to have to go in and fill another tank just to finish this, but look how much of this field that I've covered with one tanker load. It's yeah, right, I'll go in and get another tanker load, guys, and I'll get this get this field finished, and then that'll do us for this episode. A wee bit more to do next episode, I think, but now I need to remember where it's on this side, isn't it? Yeah, so just reverse in there, there's a slurry gate there. So just reverse in here. I'm going to put that, yeah. Yep, just I'll get this, get a load from here. Get a load from here, do the end rigs of that field, get that finished, and then I'll get finished up. So there we are, that's it full, and we'll get, yeah, I think as the cows are due to calve in August time, so I might end up building another shed if I've got enough money to do so. Whether it's just free for the calves or that, I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So I'll go up here, I'll do a double, so I'll finish with what I did to make sure that I'm getting this all covered. I'm going to do one width up like this, and I'll do another width coming back down, and that'll be the field covered, and that'll be that done. Get another cut off of this for silage later on, or we could do this as hay, in all honesty, because it'll be a bit further behind other fields that I'm going to cut for silage. So we could make this one, you get a cut of grass off it and then get a cut of hay off it. So right, let's just drive down here, round here. Seem to have got all of the field covered. 3 bits in the distance that you're not seeing, or bits of grass sitting that I never got picked up. But yeah, by the time I get down here, it'll be about a tanker and a half is basically done this field. We're talking 30,000 litres roughly. I'm probably over that now, right enough by the time I'm going to take another run along here. I think it's a couple of wee bits of, so you can more or less say what will be 2/3 of a tanker. So nearly two, not far away. But you know, size of tanker, I'd maybe you'd be lucky if you get 3 or 4 runs and that'd be it, done. So you'd be a good few tanker loads in here. Right, that'll do it for my tanking adventures and getting that field covered in slurry, guys. But I'm going to go down, park this up, and this will 100% do us for this episode, getting those bales in and getting some slurry on. That's been a good job. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It does all help. It is very much appreciated. Any ideas, you want me to know anything, you'd rather than comment it at the bottom, or hit us up my Discord channel. More than happy to talk about these. But other than that, guys, thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the next one.